We conduct a lot of strikes with our cabs, our artillery on warehouses, and nobody knows how many of the same Apromets are in these warehouses. No one knows how many of the same Apromets are there. Of course, the enemy will not admit it. Nevertheless, I think there is some number, so they won't last long. Against this background, the Ukrainian country is stepping up. Attempts to obtain American F-16S. How relevant is it now, especially against the burning Western equipment? Americans really do not want footage of burning products. From the military-industrial complex appeared on the network. Will they risk supplying the F-16 now or try the same French conditional mirages to force them to supply? Well, in fact, they will not supply the F-16 because the F-16 has long been not a miracle weapon. I will remind you that the F-16 appeared in service with the American Army in the 70s. That is, you cannot call it a super modern weapon. It is an ordinary frontline fighter bomber, the workhorse of the American Army. I really doubt there will be modern modifications, especially since these aircraft are just designed to be long-range missile carriers, nothing more. You don't need an ultra-modern aircraft for this. Its task is to take off, get to the launch point, launch, and come back. There are increasingly more of them, but clearly this aircraft is not designed for air combat, as we repeatedly said. It's not for that. They have other aircraft, F-22S and F-15S for air combat, meaning these are the interceptors and air combat aircraft, while these are simply long-range missile carriers and nothing more. Today it was confirmed that only several aircraft will be provided by the end of spring. Various numbers were mentioned, 6, 8, but it isn't important, it's a minor issue. They're already being transferred in parts. It's rumored they are being assembled somewhere. However, I don't have this information, but from what I understand, the decision has already been made and they will be transferred. As for the situation on the front, so far there are no changes on the fronts. Here's the enemy, as I understand it, they're trying to stop our offensive on Avdiivka. They're throwing in reserves. Well, I also understand that this has something to do with the election campaign. They're doing everything they can. They're trying to ruin our elections in order to inflict at least a local defeat. For this, thousands of Ukrainian soldiers are being thrown into battle right now. A massive amount of obituaries are coming from under Berdych. Moreover, there are even videos being published by the so-called Azov 3rd Brigade about it. They're talking about the enormous, colossal losses. And questions arise for the command. Why are they being burned there? For the sake of the region of Orlovka, in the region of Berdych, a powerful counterattack is underway. Well, there are those Abrahams are getting burned in this battle, one after another, and there are indeed